Also here tonight, Ben Shapiro. You see him right there, editor-in-chief of DailyWire.com, author of the new book, The Right Side of History. Thanks for coming in.
You bet.
Ben, how do you see it in terms of how the president did compared to the narrative that was being set for all of us?
I mean, listen, I think he gave one of the great speeches of his presidency, and yet most of the media coverage surrounded ancillary issues that had pretty much nothing to do with what was happening on the ground. I mean, I saw a lot of coverage on Twitter of how he signed a joint document with the other allies from World War II. How he signed it at the top of the page. Ooh, the end of the world. I saw the media attempting to report that it was his fault that there was a delay in the ceremony, when in reality it was because Emmanuel Macron, the head of France, took too long to get there, and it was supposedly because Trump delayed the event for an interview with Fox, which of course ended up being false. I do think that the media coverage was already preset here. They were not going to allow him to have a full victory. And does it help when the president, mouths off too much? Yeah. No, that never helps too much. But the fact is that overall it should have been a nearly unanimous victory for the president, and instead the media turned it into something else, of course.
We laid out what some people on MSNBC were saying. Listen to how The View put it.
I don't even want to talk about him there because it's just out of me. I just don't. Because those, all those people who went and gave their lives, they didn't ask, they didn't have bone spurs. They went. People went to fight the ugly that was happening. Yeah. They went and did it. That's all I'm going to say.
There are other presidents in both parties who did not serve, and yet she chose to highlight that on the day he was honoring all of those who did serve. And even The View had to cut out, you heard that delay there, because there was a swear word in there. She had to go on the attack.
Yeah, it is pretty insane. I mean, the fact is, that, again, the president was there to pay homage to people who did give their lives in defense of American freedom and Western civilization. And the fact that she feels the need to go after Trump's military record, and Joe Biden didn't serve in the military either. Bill Clinton was presumably a draft dodger. So this newfound, reverence for the idea that everybody has to serve from the same people who want to undercut the military and defund it is kind of amusing.
Yeah, and there was Ann Applebaum in the Washington Post wrote that if Donald Trump was president, she wrote, in 1944, D-Day never would have happened. How do journalists today have this magic ability to look back 75 years and predict for us what would have happened?
I mean, it is incredible. I'm so glad that she has a time machine. As long as she does have that time machine, then perhaps she can go back in time and stop like the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, and we can just get this thing nipped in the bud.
What do you think about you alluded to this a moment ago, the president's instinct to fight back? It's what helped get him elected. But in the transition from campaigning to governing, when he's on the world stage, doing far better than his critics expected, might it be better for him sometimes to hold back?
Yeah. Again, I think a little bit of wherewithal would go a long way. If you're looking forward to 2020, suburban women is obviously what everybody is talking about. He's deeply unpopular with that group of folks. I understand that a lot of people get jazzed up when he fights back, and it's fun to watch. I mean, he's a hammer in search of a nail. When he hits a nail, it's really satisfying. The problem is when he hits a puppy, it's less satisfying to those suburban women.
Now, you put together a D-Day special of your own, and I want to play a clip from it because at least two of the folks featured in here were featured by our own Martha McCallum, as I mentioned at the top of the show. And we really can't get enough of honoring these people. I want to play a quick clip, and we'll talk on the other side. Watch.
A month after my 18th birthday, I was called up.
I was 18 years of age.
112 pounds.
I flew 36 combat missions over Germany.
I was a medic.
We were just assigned a mission, and it happened to be D-Day landing.
Mainly it was chaos.
I was so frightened. I was blacked out.
And in my mind was flashing through, there's a son, a father, that won't be coming home.
The reason you're sitting here today is because of what we did.
It's so emotional when we hear them talk. And on the 3 trips I took from Paris to Normandy over the years reporting with presidents, I was always struck when you got really close to the American cemetery. There'd be little inns along the way that French families run, and all the signs had French flags, American flags, and it said simply, "Thank you, America."
Well, thank God for these men. And, we should all spend an awful lot of time, especially these days, not only honoring these men, but talking to these folks, because unfortunately, as time moves on, it's easy to forget them. A lot of these folks are dying out. These are American heroes, and they are the best that America had to offer. They're still what America has to offer.
All right, where can people see the special?
You can go check it out over at DailyWire.com, and you can download it at YouTube or iTunes or any place else you can get a podcast.
Ben, thanks for telling their stories. Martha's been doing that as well. We appreciate it.